Iain Dale has hit back at a Liverpool venue after an upcoming show was cancelled amid a wave of complaints from locals. The Liverpool Philharmonic Hall axed an event with the broadcaster, who often appears as a guest on Good Morning Britain, Labour MP Lisa Nandy and Jackie Smith following backlash over his role in publishing a controversial book related to the 1989 Hillsborough disaster, which saw 97 Liverpool fans die as a result of a crush at Sheffield Wednesday's Hillsborough Stadium. Writing on his website regarding the cancellation, Dale said on Saturday, "Essentially, Lisa Nandy, Jackie Smith and I have been cancelled and accused the Philharmonic of being cowed by a couple of Twitter trolls and giving in to the mob at the first sign of trouble." Confirming the show's cancellation, the Liverpool venue cited that Dale's show was inappropriate due to local sensitivities, which was part of his tour based on his LBC podcast For the Many. The decision came after survivors of the Hillsborough disaster expressed outrage, branding it unacceptable because of Dale's involvement in the 2016 release of Sir Norman Bettison's memoirs. Bettison faced allegations of attempting to shift blame onto Liverpool fans for the 1989 tragedy that claimed the lives of 97 supporters. In 2016, an inquest jury cleared Liverpool football fans of any responsibility for the disaster, pointing the finger at police errors, flawed stadium design and slow ambulance service response. In 2018, charges against Bettison were dropped. He had been accused of spreading falsehoods about the culpability of fans and his actions post-disaster. The prosecution admitted to a lack of evidence and no substantial chance of a conviction. Bettison remains an unpopular figure across Merseyside. Following the findings of the inquest in 2016, Dale, then with Biteback Publishing, secured the rights to Bettison's book detailing the calamity. Dale commented, "While we deeply respect the rawness of emotions surrounding Hillsborough, we hope Sir Norman's voice can only add to the ongoing narrative and maybe shed some new light." The Many Live, starring Iain Dale, Jackie Smith, and special guest Lisa Nandy MP, was due to take place on 22 September at the Liverpool Philharmonic Hall. Earlier this week, many raised concerns over Dale being welcomed into a Liverpool venue, given his past working relationship with Bettison. Following the Philharmonic's decision to pull the show, the Hillsborough Survivors Support Alliance described the cancellation as a correct decision. Writing on his website on Saturday, Dale issued a lengthy statement titled "Liverpool Philharmonic Cancels For the Many Live Event with Me, Lisa Nandy and Jackie Smith," a statement. He began by telling readers how he and Jackie Smith have hosted more than 20 For the Many Live events across the country and had been looking forward to welcoming new Culture Secretary Lisa Nandy on stage with them in Liverpool next month. But it is not to be. "We've been cancelled," Dale went on to write. Addressing his past job in publishing and his links to Bettison's memoir, the broadcaster recalled, "Now, I left Biteback 6 years ago, in June 2018. I have covered issues related to Hillsborough on my radio show many times over the last 14 years and have never been anything less than supportive to all those who were affected by that terrible tragedy. I've done interviews with people in Liverpool who lost family members. Had the Philharmonic actually bothered to get in touch with me, I could have explained that to them." Dale went on to note that the Philharmonic is in receipt of public funds and told readers of his statement how he finds it odd that the Liverpool venue would, therefore, cancel an event in which Lisa Nandy, the Secretary of State for Culture, Media, and Sport, is the main attraction. He continued to claim the venue suggested to his promoter that they were doing Lisa Nandy a favor by removing her from controversy. Dale shared his belief that the Labour MP wouldn't want to bow to a couple of miscreants on Twitter. The Mirror has approached Nandi for comment on this. Dale also argued in his statement that the Philharmonic, which has a capacity of just under 1,700, should apologise to the 250 people who had bought tickets to his now scrapped event, all the hotels, whose booking will now be cancelled, and the restaurants that will be slightly less full. The political commentator stated that he disagreed with many of the authors he published during his publishing career but felt it was not his job to censor them. He argued that publishing books is about freedom of expression. Where organizations like the Philharmonic are so cowed by a couple of Twitter trolls that they give in to the mob at the first sign of trouble, Dale wrote within his lengthy statement. They should be very ashamed. Anyone seeking to book an event with them should bear in mind their utter lack of backbone. He concluded his statement, essentially, Lisa Nandi, Jackie Smith and I have been cancelled. I see on Twitter that people on the left deny this and say that we are perfectly able to hold the event elsewhere in the country. What a pathetic argument. They know they've done a wrong thing, which is indefensible. And if that's the best defense they have, it tells us all we need to know. The Mirror has approached the Liverpool Philharmonic for comment on this story. Follow Mirror Celebs on TikTok, Snapchat, Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, YouTube and Threads.